Hey everyone. So today I'm going to talk about time boundaries because the holidays are coming up. Like Thanksgiving is 2 weeks away, and I want you to not be stressed, right? The biggest problem that most of us have is not having enough time. So I'm going to tell you how to make time for what you actually want to do instead of getting sucked into crap that you don't feel like doing and feeling guilty for not going and blah, blah, blah. So, today I'm going to talk about how to make the right time boundaries for you. I'm going to talk about what will stop you from making and keeping those boundaries and how you can get past those blocks so that you actually have time to enjoy what you're doing and enjoy the holiday season. Okay? So, first things, you need to make the right boundaries, right? So, time boundaries are going to look different for everyone. So, how I do this is I have my clients make a list of 5 things that are the most important to them. So, what are your 5 priorities in life that you want to make time for? So, for me, my first time importance is family. Then I'm focusing on my business. And then I'm focusing on my health. And it goes down from there. So, since my most important priority is family, I make time for family first out of everything, and then I fit in the other priorities after that. So every night I come home, I spend most of the night with my family, right? I actually don't work on my business that much during the week because I want to spend time every day with my son, with my boyfriend, and that's important to me. So I want you to take a look at what your top five priorities are and then look where your time is actually going. So, if one of your priorities is family, look at what you're doing. Is that something that you're putting time into every single day or every other day or whatever amount feels right to you? Is that where your time is going? And then I want you to pull up your calendar and you need to actually plan out when you're going to do things. So I'm sure you have plenty of like holiday parties and, Christmas, Thanksgiving, travel, all these things. So you need to look and see, okay, what am I committed to now that is going to feel like not very good? Like, what is going to feel stressed and like just, ugh, that feeling where you're like, I really don't want to go to this party. It's my sister's friend's party, and it's like, meh, I don't really want to go. I don't know anyone there. Like, sometimes it's good to go to those things, but look at your priorities, okay? So, if your top priority is health and that party is going to take away from it, that's not something you should go to. But if your priority is family or friends or both, and that party makes you excited because you're going to see people that you actually care about, you should go. You know what I'm saying? So, this is how you can make boundaries. You can look at where your time's going, look at your priorities, and then make sure they're aligned. And also, now I'm going to get into how to keep those boundaries. I'm going to explain here, and I think you'll understand what I'm saying, is that, like, there's 1,000 different things that we're worried about when we say no to something, right? So, say you said no to that holiday party that you were like, I don't really want to go. You say no, and then you feel guilty, right? You're like, well, I don't want to say no because I told blah, blah, blah I would go, and I don't know. So, the thing is, like, you're gonna have to take care of yourself, okay? This sounds selfish, but you have to focus on you because you will not be happy if you're not following what you care about and doing what you like, right? You're not gonna be happy if you're stressed because of this fucking party, right? So, in order to keep your boundaries, you need to say no to the party. Don't explain like all these reasons why you don't want to go. It doesn't matter. Like, and the people honestly don't care. Like, whatever reason is not going to be enough if they're like, if they are so mad that you're not going, okay? So they might judge you. They might judge you for not going, but you have to stick to you, okay? It's okay. Like, if you need a fucking night in the week to go home and watch Netflix and relax, like, then that's important and you need to do that, right? So basically what I'm saying here is stick to your boundaries. Like, say, I'm not going to the party, and leave it at that. Like, don't take arguments. Don't let someone make you feel guilty. Just stop the conversation if you need to. Walk away, whatever it is, and keep that boundary, okay? Okay, so another reason that you might not want to keep your boundaries is because you feel that you have a responsibility to make everyone else happy. That is not fucking true. Don't do it. You do not. Everyone is responsible for their own happiness, okay? And if people are making you feel a certain way or bad about yourself because you're not going to this party, like, realize that that's on them. That is on them. It is not your responsibility, okay? So if this, again, I'll keep using this party example, if this party is not aligned with what your priorities are and you feel like it's sucking the energy out of you instead of giving you energy, again, like, I love going to holiday parties, like, that's my shit. I love seeing people. I love, like, chatting with my family and seeing my friends. I love getting dressed up, like, all the things. I am excited by that. I love doing it. But if I have a holiday party every weekend, like a couple times in a weekend, like, I'm not going to go to all of them. I'm going to choose the ones where I'm going to see the people that I love the most, okay? So if you don't care about your fucking work party, don't go. Like, fucking Kathy at work doesn't need to fucking hear, you know what I mean? Like, Kathy at work, you're not responsible for her happiness, you know? And it doesn't matter if she judges you because Kathy is not important, okay? You are. Your priorities are important. So I really want you to keep that in mind. Like, this is so necessary for you to feel not stressed, okay? So keep in mind too, here's another thing, like, any reason is good enough, okay? Any reason is good enough for you to do what you actually want to do. So let me explain that more. If you are skipping a party because you want to go home and hang out with your dog because it's been a long week, that is enough. It doesn't matter what you're doing, it's enough. If that's what you want to do, that's enough. If you need rest, that aligns with health, right? So if one of your top priorities is health and you need rest, then you gotta make time for rest, okay? Otherwise, you're gonna be so burnt out, and I want you to enjoy this time of year. Most of us fucking love it. Like, love the decorations, love the cookies, right? You gotta enjoy it, and don't let this crap stress you out, okay? So that's it for today. The main things are just, you gotta not worry about what other people are gonna think, because I know you think, like, that's what a lot of this time stuff is wrapped around with. It's you thinking that you have to be there because someone else is gonna be mad or blah blah blah, or thinking that you owe it to someone, but you do not. You don't, okay? You don't owe anything to anyone, right? You have to do what's right for you. You have to be selfish. And you don't have to explain to people. Okay? I want you to understand that, because your time matters. Your priorities matter. And by sticking to your priorities, by sticking to your boundaries, you make it okay for other people too. Most people just need a leader. They just need someone to stick to what they believe in, and other people will get it. Like, once you get in the practice of doing it, it's going to be hard at first, but once you get in the practice, like, it won't be hard, and other people will follow. So that's it for today. If you have questions, send me a DM or comment on this video and tell me what you thought. I'd love to hear. I'm going to be talking about boundaries more because I think a lot of people struggle with this. So have a good one. I hope you enjoyed this video, and keep an eye out for the next video next week.